We're on the Las Vegas Strip and we were hungry for Mexican food. And inside of New York, you have Gonzalez y Gonzalez. Let's go check it out. Of course, I cannot come to a Mexican restaurant and not get a margarita. I love margaritas. This one is a Patron margarita. It is $15. They have a whole menu of margaritas. This one is more like a classic on the rocks margarita. It's so good. Okay, so they do not give you free chips and salsa here, but you can order chips and salsa for about $6. Or you can order tableside guacamole. They'll make it right in front of you. It comes in like a molcajete, and that's about $16. Oh, the chips and salsa, they actually brought 2 things of salsa. They must know as well. It's roasted, spicy. It's actually like perfect salsa. All right. We also got some appetizers. We got sopes. It comes in 3. And you have your choice of getting chicken tinga, barbacoa, or ground beef. And it has some cheese on it, salsa, and a chipotle crema on it. And I see some pico de gallo as well. Wow. The sope's texture, it's like, you know, really, really crispy outside, but a little bit soft inside. Just trying the meat on itself. So the barbacoa, ooh, it's got a nice little kick to it. Very tender meat. It's flavorful. This whole thing is a good package. Gonzalez y Gonzalez is located inside of New York, New York. It's in the area that feels like you are in New York City. It's like a city block. You're gonna have other restaurants and bars as you're walking towards it. And you'll see Gonzalez y Gonzalez. There is a bar right outside. You can actually just sit at that bar and go ahead and have a drink, or you can come inside the restaurant. There's actually a bar area inside the restaurant as well. So there is inside seating and what we'll call outdoor seating. There's like this little patio. You're not really outside, but you are out on the New York City street, if you will. So the ambiance here is great. You kind of feel like you are taken into another place and not really in New York City. I got some chicken fajitas. They came, they were sizzling, steaming. They have this platter here with a little pot holder attached because it's so hot. So chicken fajitas has bell pepper and onion cooked in there, and then you get a little plate that has beans, rice, and kind of your condiments, sour cream, pico de gallo, and some guacamole. Now, you can get flour or corn tortillas. I prefer the corn tortillas, and what I like to do is make like a little taco out of it. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna get some of the chicken and the veggies. We're gonna make a little taco and try this out. The chicken smells delicious, and oh my God, I love how it smells with all of the peppers and onions in here. Ooh la la. It is a production, I tell you, all this stuff here. All right, let me get another little piece of chicken. I personally like to put a little beans and rice in there, mix it up. And I'll put a little sour cream. No guac. I'm not feeling the guac tonight. All right, here we go. I really want to see how good that chicken looks. Juicy. It looks like it's gonna be good. Flavorful. Let me just try a bite of the chicken by itself just so I can confirm its juiciness and the flavor. Very tender, and it's very well seasoned. All right. Now, beans are important to me. If beans don't taste good, it's not a good Mexican restaurant. So let's see. The beans are good. Now they put yellow cheese on there, which is kind of odd. That is good. The rice is okay. The beans are much better than the rice. The rice doesn't have quite that authentic taste to it. It almost tastes like tomato sauce out of a can was used. Let's try a little bit of this guac. Obviously, this is not the table side guac, but I see chunks in it, which tells me that it's fresher than just kind of the generic stuff that might come out of a can, I guess. I don't know. Just doesn't look generic. The guacamole, very lemony. A little onion and cilantro flavor to it. It's good. It's perfect for what I'm eating here. All right, now we got a plate of enchiladas. It comes with 3 enchiladas, and you have your choice of chicken tinga, shredded beef, pork carnitas, and ground beef. We got all but the ground beef on this one. And I'm just gonna try one of them. I'm just gonna let it surprise me. Now you have your choice of red or green sauce. We got the red sauce on this. And just like the beans are important, the sauce on the enchiladas are important. Okay, sauce is good. This is the chicken tinga. And it's very good. Sauce is not spicy. Not spicy at all. With some queso fresco on here. But yeah, overall, it's good. It tastes authentic. For being a restaurant on the strip, this is pretty good. All right, let's try this one. This one looks like the beef, shredded beef. Well, that's hard between the two. The beef is, it doesn't taste like the barbacoa like I had on the sopes, but it's still got its own flavor. And actually, that beef does have a kick to it. All right, let's try this is the pork carnitas. I can tell, here's a little piece of pork. Let me try the pork by itself. The flavors are so good. The sauce is good. The meats are good. This is on point. So for being a Mexican restaurant on the Las Vegas Strip, I have to say, well, the food here is pretty authentic. It is the real deal. So let's talk about the prices that we paid for everything. So as I mentioned, this margarita was $15. The sopes that we got were also $15. Now, we got the chips and salsa, that was $6. Our entrees, the fajitas, were $23, and the enchiladas were $20. And I could not pass up getting a flan for dessert, and this is $8. Now, before I try this, I also want to mention that on Saturday nights, they turn this place into a salsa club. So if you're passing through here late night, you're going to hear loud music, and people are in here dancing. It's a salsa club. So we've been through here. It's a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to try this out now. I did put a little cherry on here, and let's see. Now, if you've never tried a flan, it's really like vanilla custard with a caramel sauce. Well, the texture is interesting if you've never tried flan before. It's like an acquired taste sometimes. So it's like that caramel sauce. It's really like, there's something about the way it's cooked. It's so good. And the texture is really good. It's kind of, I would say like a cross between a cheesecake texture and a custard. So it's somewhere in between there. It's a little softer than a cheesecake, but a little tougher than a custard. It's really good. Sweet, but not too sweet. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up, but I just want to comment overall on our experience. We've probably been here 6 or 7 times to eat, and honestly, we've never been disappointed. I will say the rice is okay. The fact that they put yellow cheese on the beans is kind of odd. I do like the queso fresco on my beans, but it's okay. It didn't like really detract from the flavor at all. And I would say that the salsa, like overall, the enchiladas, even the salsa that comes with the chips, could be a little spicier, but I totally understand that they have to cater to the masses. But the food is really good, and for being a restaurant on the Las Vegas Strip, this is probably one of the more authentic Mexican restaurants that you are going to find. So we will continue to come back to Gonzalez y Gonzalez. So that is all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.